So this one like a rectangular data. So we arrange this kind of data on column data. So year and quarter and data set. So first step is save data somewhere. So using a formula and then manage name. So I will make this one as data one. Then okay. Already I did. So yeah. Again, okay. Okay. I already done. So it's under data one. I'll go there, and then we need give us some column index. Specify column index that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. So here equal using if function. And if this cell is less than 4, because the quarter repeat 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. So less than 4, then add 1 from previous plus 1. Otherwise, just now start 1. Enter. And just copy some. And then this column raw index. Raw index, if it is repeat 4 and then start 1 again, then year change, then means raw change. So that equal if function again. And then if this cell less than equals 1, if it is 1, then previous 1 plus 1, because 1 means year change, but otherwise just the same year or same row. Enter, then double click, then 4, then 1 change, add 1 by add 1, and then year. If function B3, if this one equals 1, then year change. So equals 1, then previous 1 plus 1. Otherwise, just copy previous one. And then double click, so on. So up to quarter 4, same year, quarter 1, year change, and so on. And then year and quarter. This one I'm leave blank like this. But earlier, if it is like a monthly data, then we use date and then year, month, day. But this one, year, but quarter, how can we make it a quarter? I don't know if you remember. Hopefully you remember. When make the email address from ID, at that time we use the and sign, adding something using and sign. So using and sign, first equal, year is okay. So year is this 2001. And then using and sign, and character, when we type in character, double quotation. So I need like a blank, hyphen, blank. And then I want quarter one, quarter two, Q1, Q2 like that. So type Q. And then we need quarter, right? Number, quarter number. So and the sign again, and then quarter 1, 2, 3, 4. So click this one, enter. And then double click. So 2001, quarter 1, 2001, quarter 2, 3, 4, 2002, and so on like this. So using and the sign, we can add the characters, word, or by clicking a cell, we can add and then make something words, right? And then sales here using index equals index function. And then bring data. We already saved the data in data 1. And then row index, column index, 446, 64, and so on like this. You know, with this raw data, we cannot draw, actually draw, but not accurate. We cannot draw a graph, but after, you know, make data like a column data, okay, up to 15. Then we can draw like this. So to draw or to show the data set on column type, so after we rearrange or convert data set like this, then we can draw graph visualization. So sometimes now we need rearrange data set. So if you are familiar with this process, then you can rearrange data set like this. So sometimes now raw data, given raw data, with the raw data, sometimes we cannot do something. So we need to rearrange like this, and then we can show like this. Okay. Okay, today's chapter is chapter 3, data exploration. Like earlier on, rearrange or getting some data and then convert and so on to show data. Maybe we can use a table, we can use whatever, or the graph show. That is data exploration. The first step in data analysis and typically involves summarizing the main characteristics of a data set. So from raw data, we can do something to show using data like descriptive statistics, summarizing, or using a graph, we can show. So that kind of step is exploration. Using this one, derive certain information from a data set using sorting, filtering, and visualizing. So today, I will focus on filtering data. If function, so far we use Excel. In Excel, if function is very powerful and useful for this data exploration. Last week, briefly, I told you about the if function. When we use if function, after equal sign, then if, then in parentheses, first argument is condition. Second argument is if that condition is true, then show. And then third argument is when is false. And then condition, when we specify a condition, we can use equal sign, the same, not equal. That case, we use less than and greater than sign together, greater than or equal to together, less than or equal to together, like this. Okay, the data set, this one, example data. Okay, this one is purchase order data. Okay, go back. Using if function, if order quantity is less than 5,000, if it is true, then type small. If it is not true, then type large. So I will type here column name like order size. If you can do it together. If you do this one later yourself, then it will take time. So I recommend if you can do it together, work together. So order size, just simply using if function, just small and large, the boundary is 5,000. So equal type if function, then first argument is condition. So here, order quantity, so click this cell, F4. If that is less than 5,000, if it is true, then type here small. Letter or the character in parentheses, double quotation. If it is numbered, we don't need numeric data, we don't need a quotation mark. But then small is letter and then characters, so small in double quotation mark. Otherwise, large. So if a function, first argument is condition, and then if that condition is right, if that condition is wrong, false. So if a function looks like this, and then enter, because this one is greater than 5,000, so large, and then double click, move this cursor on right bottom side, and then double click, and so on. So let's see if it is right. 500, small. 4,500, small, small, and so on like this. So it is right. Okay, you know, when we do something, the basic things, if you don't know basic things, if you don't understand basic things, then you cannot go farther. So anytime, if you don't understand, ask me. This one, you know what, like a statistics, quantitative method, and then this kind of like a coding. It's like a building up. So basic things, and then add something, and so on like that. So you should understand the functions, like how it work like this. So I say again, if a function, first one is the condition true, false. Okay. Then the next one, this one showing like this. If that order quantity is greater than or equal to 10,000, then if it is true, 0.9, if it is not true, 1.0. This one is like a discount rate. Buy more than 10,000, then give a 10% discount. Smaller than that one, there is no discount, so just 100%. So here, I will type discount. Then here, like a boundary is not 10,000. So again, equal sign. If condition is this quantity, order quantity is greater than or equal to 10,000. And then if it is true, 0.9. If it is not true, 1.0. So when we type in number, we don't need a quotation mark, just a number. So because it is greater than 10,000, so 0.9. Again, move cursor right bottom side and then double click and then copy all the way down. But here, 4,250 less than 10,000. So there is no discount, just 100%. And the next one, we may calculate like a purchase cost using if sign, if function. But before do that, we may just like a cost. Okay, cost. So cost is like this. Item unit cost times how many, and then discount rate. So this one just calculate like this, equals unit cost times quantity times, and then discount rate. Enter. But if we don't make this discount, just we can do it like this. Equals, using if function, if the same order quantity greater than or equal to 10,000. If it is true, just item cost times quantity times 0.9. If it is not true, then just item cost times quantity. If it is not true, then enter and then copy down. The same, right? This one, same. So in many ways, now when we exploration of data, we may use the make one column, this discount column, and then calculate cost and so on like this. Or just without making the discount column, just to use if function, give a condition, and then we can do it like that. Okay. Sometimes we need how many that category count like that. Then we can use count if. Here, large and small. First, I will do that. Count how many large. So using if function, count if function. Count if first we need range. Using click that cell and then using Control Shift down arrow, specify in that range, how many large, 30 large. Maybe we can count small. So again, count if in the range small, $64. And then, in item description, we want to know how many O-ring item. Then let's say O-ring item. Then how many equals count if in this range comma and then O-ring O 12. So sometimes now count if function is useful to show how many of that, like that. So I will sort is on item description. Okay. So the types of item, airframe, bolt nut package, control panel, door decor, and electrical gasket, and so on like that. So you can make a table like this. Airframe, fasteners, Let's say here items. And next item, copy, and so on. So we can make a table like this, and then using COUNTIF, in this range, how many a 14 and Bolton nut package and so on like that. So and we can make a table. How many that, how many that, how many that, like that. I will do that again later. Okay, next one. So this is the basic if function. And then we call this nested if function. We can nest up to 64 if function, replacing the value if first with another if function, like this. You know, if only there are two, if there are two only two categories, then we can use the if function, basic if function, condition true, false. So true and false, there are two categories, but more than three, three or more. Then we can use this nested if function. So small, medium, large. Divide by 5,000, 10,000, and so on. So we can do, I will delete this part. So here, order size again. Small, medium, large. So equals if function. Condition, first condition, quantity less than 5,000. If it is true, type small. And then next one is next argument is false. But we need more, like a category. Then we can substitute false argument with another if function. So if F4 again, this one, greater than 10,000, if it is true, then it is medium. And then next part is false function, not that function, that argument. So 1, 2, 3. If there are only 3, categories. Then last one, just force large. Medium. So on. How about if there are four? If there are four categories, small, medium, large, and extra, then use one more if function equals if like order quantity less than 5,000, then small, if order quantity is less than 10,000, then medium. Another if function, if the quantity is less than 15,000, then large, otherwise extra. Because we use 1, 2, 3 if functions, so close parentheses, 3 of them. So closing is the number of if function. 1, 2, 3. Then closing parenthesis is 3. Enter. This one is greater than 15,000, so extra, large, extra, medium, and so on like this. So I will use count if again. So like an extra, small, how many small, how many medium, how many large, how many extra. Then here equal count if in this range, how many small, enter, equals again count if in this range, how many medium, and so on. So you can make a table to show how many of them and so on. So like this. Maybe you can size and count. This. So from raw data, you can extract something using whatever you need, using if function like this, and then also count if. Okay, now 6:50, about 60:50. 10-minute break, and then I will be back at 7. Okay, I'm back. You know, currently in Pennsylvania, the vaccine first phase 1A, and then who is qualified in the phase A, just like this, like a long-term care facility residents and healthcare personnel, and from 16 to 64, these medical condition and so on like this. So if we have their information, data, age, where live, medical condition, and so on like that. Then to count how many of them like that, then we may need extract the data set by condition. Then maybe something multiple conditions. That case, we need multiple condition, then we may use and or function. So combined with if function, we can use and function and or function. Like age group between 16 and 64, age and medical condition. So that case, we can use and function. So if and condition 1 and condition 2, if that is right and that is not right, so we can use and function like this. If order quantity greater than 10,000 and condition 1 and condition 2, order quantity less than 15,000. If it is true, medium. If it is not true, just blank. Leave blank. Just in a double quotation mark. So try. I will delete this column. Okay, delete. Order size, I will use an order size column. If, equal sign first, if because the condition, we will use the and function as condition. So A and D and first condition, quantity greater than 10,000 and second condition less than 15,000. If this condition is right, then we type in medium. Otherwise, blank. Blank, because it's not in that condition. So looks like this. We may type like an instead of a blank, something like other, and other, medium, and so on like this. So whatever we want. So instead of blank, just let this function type other. And this is end function. And then or function, something or something. Something or something. So the same structure, but or condition 1, condition 2. Actually, comma here. Comma is out there. Change it. Comma should be out there. So or function if order quantity is less than 10,000 or greater than 15,000, not medium, otherwise blank. Or we can type like an other, like an earlier one. So here, go if function, and then or quantity is less than 10,000 or quantity is greater than 15,000, then if it is true, then type not medium, otherwise blank or other. Not medium. So other is not medium now. What happened here? Something wrong. Why is not 10,000? Something is greater than. That's right. But this one, let me see. Yes. So we can use now and or function like this. Sometimes combine and or looks like this. So or function and the function. Keep in mind, if or and function are together, usually or first, and then and inside. So this one is like this. Or first condition, this is second condition. In second condition, using and. So and from when we like a statement, sometimes and first and then or next, but usually the coding using functions or first and then and inside. It's depending on, but it is kind of usual. So if many valve and O-ring or fast Thai aerospace, if it is right, true, and then type no review. If it is false, then review. So I cannot remember this one, so I will go with this one, right side, left side, share. Okay, it's like here. Equals if A4 types of the supplier equals to second condition using AND. Types of the supplier again equals because AND use AND function second condition before is so like this. Well, oral review, no review, and so on. So we can use this like a review, no review. Many among many data, like when we buy something, then like Amazon.com, then we look at something condition, like a customer review, and then a point and so on like that. Then sometimes not many cases, but sometimes when we buy something, then the dealer the order disappear, and sometimes we just lost money like that. So from those data or information, we consider, right? Maybe good seller, not good. So if we have data like that, information, then based on that, we can make something criteria. Make like a negative review the number of negative review or something, then we can review, consider, and so on like this. So that case, we can use and or function like this. Here, something challenge. Example, practice problem. Here, waiting one, using this condition, yes or no. Can you try? Okay, I will give you 5 minutes. So try this now, waiting one. Using if and this one is and or function. Try. Sujar, doing okay?
Yes.
Mhm.
Right.
How about Jenna? Doable?
Yeah, I think so.
Mhm. If you're done, share your the screen. Let me see if you are doing fine. If you're done, if you don't mind,
I got it.
share your screen.
Okay.
Elia, will you?
Mm-hmm.
You done?
Yep.
Show me.
Yes. If you stop sharing, I can start sharing my screen. It says I cannot start sharing the screen because it's not allowed.
Okay. I think I already.
You have to stop sharing your screen first.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
You
Thank
can
you.
share.
Can you see?
Yeah. Just a moment. It says a start the screen sharing button is slow. Okay, got it. Let me see. See for 2013. Okay. And yes. Good. Good.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Okay. How about others? Fine. Okay, I will share.
Yeah.
My screen. Okay. Okay, where is? Here, I said if or and combine, then or first, right? So type equal if function, because we have or and, so or first. Elliot switch first condition and second condition. That is okay. But here, first condition is AC and sunroof. But Elia used newer than 2013 as first condition. It doesn't matter because it's or. First condition include and. So I will type and. First condition including AC and sunroof. AC, this one equals yes. And sunroof, this one equals yes. And then second condition, or second condition is newer than 2013, so year, less than 2013. So if it is character, letter, inside of the quotation, if it is number, without. So they are, right. Then yes, type yes, otherwise type no. Okay, oops. Mine is yes. What happened? See, let me see. AC, no. Thunderbolt, but no. So first condition, not. Fewer than 2013. Newer than, newer than. So is greater than. So newer than means greater than 2013. So answer is no. So Elia is right. Good. So Jenna, how about yours? The same answer?
Yeah, that's what I got.
Okay, good. How about Sujar? Your answer is right? The same as mine? Okay. How about Brandon?
Yep, I'm actually multitasking. Sorry, I'm doing dishes.
Okay. How about Adnan?
Yes, sir. I got the same answer.
Okay, good. How about second one, rating 2? If the vehicle is red and does not have high mileage, then yes. Otherwise, if it is Ford or Chevy, maybe. Otherwise, no. Somewhat more complicate. So here and so first condition using and, yes. Otherwise, if it is Ford or Chevy, here like a yes, maybe, no. There are 3, right? That case, using nested if function. So try equal first if, because here and, so start with and. Red color if it is red equal and does not high mileage high mileage here does not high mileage means no. So this one equals no. If this condition is right, then type, it says yes. Then false, not true argument, because we have one more like a category, so use another if function, nested if function. So if open, otherwise if it is a Ford or Chevy or function, so use or. Ford or Chevy make, so equals Ford or Chevrolet. It says Chevy, but in this column, Chevrolet. So we should type Chevrolet. Equals close. Then maybe type and then finally otherwise no, type no. Then we use the two if, so close by 2. Hopefully this one work. Yes, work. So no, maybe, yes, maybe, and so on. And then I will use count if to count how many yes, how many maybe, how many no. So decision. Yes, maybe, no, and count. Then equals count if in this range. I will use the absolute value by type F4. Then yes. 5. I will try this one. If it is yes, type yes like this. But how about if I use if function? I'm not sure this one work. If maybe that one doesn't work. Let me check. Doesn't work. I thought something equals something. No, this one doesn't work. I just think about, but logically doesn't work. So just type yes. Okay, then because I use this, absolute value and relative value. Do you know about that? So if I copy like this, then this condition range the same because I made that absolute value. When we make absolute value, like click that any equals any cell, then this one is I4, then enter, and then copy like this, then change cell, then the cell change. But if we make this one type F for function T on a then it change like $, I $4. That means even we change cell, it remained the same. So I made this range the same. Here, $K4, $K, $38. So this range, even I change in the cell, they don't change, just remain the same. Because I want to change only so like save time. To save time, make the cell the same, the range same, and then later I change in only a condition. So we can make like this, like and, make a table. And, if we want change color, make it look better. So like this. So using if function, and function, or function combine, then we can extract whatever we need. And then after that, we can count using count if, like this. And then the last rating 3, kind of challenge. So try at home. Then next class I will go over if you can do. This one is the same as last I said. If you can do this one, I will give you extra credit. And then when I say sorry, that means you have an assignment. Assignment chapter 3. So you can download question and data file. Then complete, upload Excel file. Due is next to before the next class. Okay. Then well, couple more. Okay, what do you think? Is it fun so far?
Yes.
You know what? Now, when I learned this, I was very exciting because it was fun, and then I feel like I learned something. So it was fun. So hopefully you have the same feeling with like me. Okay, next one. Lookup function. This one also like an if function, or function, and function. Extract data. There are two types of lookup function. First one is VLOOKUP. VLOOKUP. I will tell why is VLOOKUP later. So this one, VLOOKUP function, lookup value. So like a target cell, and then table array. This one is we can say lookup table, lookup value, lookup table, and then column index. In lookup table, which column like a substitute, and then some one more range lookup. Okay, VLOOKUP, target lookup value. Look at this one, and then in lookup table, substitute with column number 3, and then true or false. I will tell this one with an example. So our example Excel file, lookup data here. So we need lookup table. So it's like that. If sales is between, like a salesman, sales personnel, if sales is between 0 and 500, then bonus percentage is 5%. If the sales range is 501 to 1000, then 10% bonus percentage, and so on. We need cutoff value. Cutoff value. Cutoff value start from 0, right? Then start from 501. Start from 1001. Start from 1501. So cutoff value is 0, 501, 1001, 1501. So this is now lookup table. Lookup table. On this table, bonus percent here using VLOOKUP. This VLOOKUP lookup table is column table. Column table, when we use the lookup table, column table as the lookup table, then VLOOKUP. So here equals VLOOKUP first lookup value. What the? Just a moment. Lookup, not lookup, VLOOKUP. VLOOKUP. Lookup value, kind of target value. We look this value, and then second argument is table array, lookup table. So specify lookup table. We will use that lookup table again and again, so make it absolute value. Type F4 function on keyboard, change. F4 function key, do it again. Because we will use this lookup table again and again, change this value as absolute value by typing F4 function key on the keyboard, change. So we will use that table, and then first column, second column, third column, we will display this percentage based on this lookup value. So column 3, so 3. Here, column index number is 3, 1, 2, 3. And then here, true and false. If we type true, approximate match, because it is like a range from 0 to 500, 500, 1, 2, and so on. We don't look at exact value. It's like approximate value. So type true. You know, without type true, just without that one, the default value is true. So without true or false, you can just enter, then you can get the output. But sometimes, this cutoff value is like a word, letter. That also without true or false, we can do it. But that case, like an exact match. So that case, false. But without true or false, it work. 583 in this range, so 10%, and so on. After that, we can calculate bonus amount. Bonus amount equals sales times and bonus percent. So VLOOKUP function using table, lookup table, we can substitute based on criteria, and then using that value for other maybe not calculation or showing something like that. Okay. This is now VLOOKUP. HLOOKUP one more I show you. So first we calculate bonus percentage using VLOOKUP. After that, we calculate like this, or just find VLOOKUP equals VLOOKUP target value and then range, then make it absolute, and then 3. Just multiply, because this VLOOKUP extract substitute bonus percentage. This is bonus percentage. So right there, just multiply sales. Then without making a percentage first and then calculate, just we can calculate like this. That one show like this. So VLOOKUP, using a VLOOKUP, extract bonus percentage and just times sales. And the HLOOKUP, the same, using HLOOKUP, and then the same argument. HLOOKUP using raw, not column, raw 1, 2, 3, raw type lookup table. So here we need cutoff value 0, 501, 1001, and then 1501. And then the same as the VLOOKUP equals HLOOKUP target value, oops. Target value is D4. Then table, absolute, 1, 2, 3. The raw number 1, 2, 3. So 3. With or without true, false, it's okay. Enter. 10% and so on. Or, and then calculate equals this one times this one. Enter. And so on. Or just to use this, I will copy. Okay. Then times D4, D4. What the? Not there. Okay, and then D4 times the same. So I just did this part. So using HLOOKUP, that is the percentage, bonus percentage, and then times sales. So that is the bonus amount. And then nested lookup. This one, using if function inside of this VLOOKUP argument. So first argument is target, and then second one is lookup table, and then using if function condition. C4 equals yes, then 3 and 4 and so on. It's like, combined. Two condition, if that sales personnel is trained, then in this range 5%, untrained 3%. So there are two conditions. Then using lookup value, we look up because this table is column table, so we look up. Target value is D4, and then lookup table. I already typed the cutoff value, and then I need to change this one, absolute value. Then, if it is trained, Then using column number 3, if it is untrained, column number 4. So if this one is equals yes, trained. If it is true, then using column 3. If not, using column 4. And then here no comma. It's okay. Yes. So using an if function, if it's trained using column 3, if not, using column 4. And then you can use true or false. Without, with is okay. And next one, another VLOOKUP. This one is also nested. Change screen. You know, this lookup table combined, but this lookup table separate. So this case, this one also nested VLOOKUP. So equals VLOOKUP because table separate. So that case, first we need an target value because lookup table separate. So using if function for the lookup table. So if C4, this one equals yes, then use this table. If not, use this table. And then column 3. So either this table or this table, the same. Column 3. So column 3, and then enter. With or without true, false, it works. And then times equals sales times bonus percentage, so on. So, you know what, lookup table, using lookup table, lookup function, if function, or function, and function. When we change, transform, extract data, very useful. So hopefully you can do change data, extract data, whatever you need using if function, or function, and function, and lookup
Dr. Ken.
function. Yes.
I'm getting different values for bonus percent. So
Yeah.
you have 10, 3, 3, 10, 10, and I have 27, 7, 20, 27. I mean, your table only
Okay.
has 10s and 3s, and it's not considering other values.
Which one? Say again.
The bonus percent values that you got, that's only 10% and 3%. It's not
Different. Let me see. So you mean mine is wrong?
Yes.
Okay. Let me see. I'm not sure why, but anyway, I heard it. So which one? This one?
in both the VLOOKUPs.
Okay, let me
Yes.
see.
So if the person is trained
Trained,
and CSS
trained,
583,
trained, and 583.
so it should be
Trained
20%.
20%. Let me see. Why is wrong?
Is it because the cutoff value
This one,
5,000?
5,
Yeah.
551. Okay, this cutoff value is wrong. And then 20 is changed, right? Yeah.
Even in
Good.
the nested one, same thing. The previous sheet.
Yeah, thank you for correction.
You're welcome.
Like this, yes. Good. I typed right, but then I made this one pre-type, then I made a mistake there. Okay, I should change that one. Okay, good. That means you understand. Good. Okay, question? Good. So that's all I prepare for tonight's class. So hopefully you enjoyed, and then enjoy more when you do homework assignment, and also that one. This one, rating 3. This one is not an home assignment, but a challenge question. So it's up to you. If you can do this one right, then I will give you a extra credit. So this one remains open to whoever. So rating 3, and then homework. So don't wait until the last minute. If you can do that, as soon as early as you can do it, because if you want to do later in last minute before your class start, sometimes you stuck somewhere. Because so far it is okay, but next week and then the following week and time, then the chapter goes, then you know, harder and harder. So when I give you an assignment, if you can do that as early as, okay. Last time I taught this class, I said the same. If you can do it as early as. Last minute, it takes longer than you expect. So if you want to learn something and understand more, do the assignment as early as. So if you know how to do it, and then you know you understand, and then you can do it, then it is fun. But then you know what, if you don't know, and then you fall behind, then it's harder to catch up, and then it will be nightmare class. Okay. So the way you can enjoy this class is do it like routinely, and then as early as, okay. Okay, that's all. That's all I prepared for tonight. Okay, if you don't have a question, then see you next Monday. By the way, I will upload the recorded this class link in case. Okay,